Hey everybody, 5th Horseman here, playing more Kerbal Space Program, and we're still at Moho. We are about to get this operation underway. I just need to make sure I'm doing everything I need to do. The first thing we need to do is we need to disconnect our Kethane scanner from the ship, but it currently has no fuel. So let's fix that, shall we? Let's go ahead and fill him up. And I don't know why it takes so long to fill this tiny little tank, but hey, what are you going to do? But once we fill him up, we're going to disconnect him from here. We're going to get him in a polar orbit, and he's going to start scanning up a storm. We need to extend at least one of these solar panels, although I think the Kerbals can do it, but I'm going to extend one just to make sure he doesn't run out of electric charge, because that would be a shame. Okay, we've got him full of fuel. Let's go ahead and extend this solar panel. Let's decouple this node. Let's control the correct ship. Let's decouple this. Wait, let's make sure he has fuel as well. Although this is the base, so it doesn't matter because it doesn't have any control anyway. So let's decouple this node. And there we go. Now we're sandwiched in the middle of two other ships. And only one of them has any real control authority. Let's see. I need to know which way is up. So let's go into chase mode here. And okay, this way is up. And where is our probe? It's there. So we're going to turn ourselves this way a little bit to give the probe a little bit of wiggle room. And now we'll go, keep switching around until we get to the probe. Okay, now, go into chase mode on the probe so we know which way is up. Okay. Let's turn him this way just a little bit. Activate his engine. And please don't bump into anything. Sweet. Okay, let's activate these panels here. And we're looking pretty good. We're actually on the Terminator, which is pretty much perfect. So I think, let's see, are we going this way? Yeah. So if we just burn north, or towards the northern thing here, nobody's in our way. We should get a very nice orbit. So let's do that. And we're off center. Let's do some thrust limiting. Let's see how fast we can thrust and still maintain. So we can thrust that fast. We can thrust that fast. Yeah, as soon as we try to turn it all. So it looks like maybe 10%. So let's set up our thrust limiting here to 10%. Let's get ourselves aimed north. Okay, that seems very reasonable. And now we're just going to keep aiming at our normal until we have a polar orbit. Okay, we've almost got a polar orbit here. When the normal gets to east, then I think that means it's going to be polar. And it looks pretty much polar. And from the sun, because we're on the Terminator, the sun will be up all the time. Now, the only thing I have to do now, once this finishes here, there we go. Okay, all we have to do now is set up our periapsis low enough that the gravity detector can scan for gravity. So, I need to go back to the Space Center and look up. And I just remembered I installed a new mod that would have allowed me to jump to the vehicle assembly building right away, but I forgot to use it because that's me. Okay, this thing needs to be 60,000 meters away. So as soon as it's 60,000 meters away, it will start detecting ore. So 60 kilometers. So we can't jump back from here, so let's go ahead and, through the magic of editing, come back to our probe here, which is named, for some reason, Lander. So let's go ahead and rename him to Moho Cathane Ore. Scanner, and let's make him a probe. Even looks like him. Okay, so we need to be 60 kilometers down. Our periapsis is already 27. I actually like the idea of being 27 kilometers off the surface, so I think we're just going to do that. So let's add a maneuver here to get our apoapsis down to 27 as well, if the game is... That's not what I wanted. Please let me click on my apoapsis. That's all I want, is to see it. Okay. 27 is what we want. 27 by 24. That's too low. There we go. 27 by 28. That works for me. Okay, so... show how our Cathane looks so far. It's funny when you make orbital adjustments, it's like this whoop. Okay, so let's we're now aimed where we want to be. Our scanners are not using too much power, which is awesome. Looks like we can scan it 50 times, which is awesome. Oh, we lose one here and there, but I think we'll live through that. Oh, the ore scanner's working. We found some ore. Sweet. Bloop, 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 bloop. Close the alarm and unpause. Okay. 40 meters per second. It's not going to take that long to do this burn. I'm going to go down to... let's go down to about 10 seconds before, then we'll do it. If it takes a couple passes, it takes a couple passes. Even with our thrust limiting. Okay. Yeah, 13 seconds, that'll be fine. We can actually... Whoa! Our probe core is on backwards. Luckily, we're not going to be adjusting this thing too often. That's why he ended up going south. That's pretty funny. Yeah. This is going to be interesting, we'll say. Looks like this is going to take 2 burns. Yeah. 27 by 27 is going to be our orbit. Yeah, we'll just have to remember that with this guy. That kind of sucks. Okay. But he's scanning. That's the important thing. So we're going to let him go. Whenever we need to waste time, we will do it with him. That's kind of nice and equatorial-ish. We definitely have to set our ship up so that it's in an equatorial orbit. But that will come. That will come. Okay. Now, what we need to do is go back to these guys. Because this ship here is ready to come down. Oh, actually, let's go ahead and bring up... Actually, no, we don't want our solar panels yet. But does anybody have solar panels? No, there are no solar panels on this guy except the ones on the stuff. So let's go ahead and extend a couple of these. One of these, let's do. Just so that we've got sunlight coming in. Let's go ahead and do the bottom one of all 3 of these. I don't want to extend too many of them because I don't want to break them. I think the bottom 3 are fine. Okay, now we'll jump over to him. And he's got the probes. So, let's go ahead and undock one of these guys. And then we're going to rename him Prospect 1. And he's a lander. And he is going to land on this Kethane field here. Wherever it is. There it is. Yeah, I think we can... I think we can just go for it. I mean, he's got a ton of Delta V. So, let's aim him north. And he's actually going to be north. Let's go ahead and stage him. Okay. Let's activate his engine. Don't know why he couldn't do that. But let's burn him until we're on this Kethane field here. That looks pretty good. And then we are going to burn a retrograde. Make sure we're not facing anything. Nope. Okay. We're going to burn retrograde. This is not very efficient. Don't try this at home, kids. Probably should have quick saved, but hey. There we go. Pretty much perfect. I also think we're orbiting the planet retrograde. But who cares? Okay. Now, what will it take to slow down when we get here? 732 meters per second, aka a 16-second burn. So that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and hit F5 to quick save. Let's get our landing gear out. Let's aim in the direction that we care about, and we're going to go down to, let's say, 20 seconds before, and then we'll start carrying. Oh. Okay, 30 seconds before, and then we'll start carrying. Okay, our time to impact is 33 seconds, which is about 5 seconds after this node. So when we get to 10 seconds is when I'm going to start burning. Before the node. It's actually looking like a fairly decent area right here to land in. And now. Looks like we're going to be fine. No shadow yet. But I'm actually going to kill the engines here. Yeah, I think right here is perfect. Let's go into chase mode, actually. See which direction that is. That is this direction. Oh my god, that's what I hate about chase mode. I'm going back up. So let's go into auto mode, and then where is our... I have to kill this maneuver node because it's screwing me up. Okay. Now we're basically over this plane here. We could be more central, but you know what? I'm going to land first, and then we'll deal with that. We'll deal with heading over there once I've landed. Impact time is 10 seconds. I'm going to go down to about 5. Yeah, this guy has very good thrust to weight here. There's his shadow. Yeah, not the perfectly flat plane I was hoping for, but it'll work. Land on the surface of Moho. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to get over here a little bit, which is... Let's see. Back into chase mode, even though I hate it on ships like this. Okay, whoa. Yeah, okay, so we want to go to the right. So let's get back into auto mode. We want to go to the right. Yeah. Possibly not that far, but okay. Huh. I turned around. Not too bad, though. Ah! I was paying too much attention to my shadow and not my nav ball. Okay, there we go. Oh! No, don't fall over. Does the Moho trick work here? Let's go ahead and rotate this guy and apparently not. Okay, well, this is where you stay. You're actually pretty good. It's a very flat area. Right in the center of this thing. Yes, it's exactly what I wanted to do. So let's make sure you're in the Cathane field. You are. Damn near guaranteed. Okay. So this is going to be our first base, though. This is where we're landing. So where's our ship? There it is. I think I'm going to switch to him. We've still got let's see. Moho Cathane ore scanner. Oh, that's his burn. I totally forgot about him. Okay, we got 20 minutes before that, so let's go ahead and go to this guy. And we are ready to try to land this thing. We've got a lot of fuel, which means our thrust to weight is not awesome. But where's our space station? Set as target. Well, we're going to be getting close to it here. I'm going to, there it is. Just outside of our range here. I am going to do a quick test burn. Just to see what our thrust to weight ratio is. Although I'm not sure how well that'll work, to be honest. Because what is that relative to? I don't know. Yeah, okay, so it's over 2. So no matter what it's relative to, it's good enough. So looks like we've got a... Yeah, we're basically... Yeah, as long as we have a decent thruster weight, I don't care. I'll bring this fuel down. That doesn't matter to me. Okay, so when we get over here, we are going to burn north a little bit. And retrograde a little bit. Just like that. And that is a 44-second burn in 30 minutes. So actually it is going to come after we do our Moho Cathane ore scanning. So I'm going to get aimed at the right location and then we're going to jump to him. Okay, we're scanning away here. Yeah, here's the funny thing. We can't aim at the maneuver node because here's where opposite side maneuver nodes would be a good idea. Okay, we are 17 minutes from this thing. I don't want to go over 50 times because I want to keep my scanning working. We are finding stuff on the surface of Moho. I'm going to care what I'm finding in a minute here. It's going to be a tiny little burn, probably 10 seconds based on the last burn we did. So I'm going to go down to 10 seconds before I start thrusting. I'm actually going to get down to about 30 seconds before I decide, because I have to keep this thing aimed prograde. And it looks like we are aimed in the right direction, give or take. We're going to get down to about here. Okay, now I'm going to aim myself prograde. I'm going to cheat it a little bit. Yeah, if the maneuver node shadow is moving around, that means it's right on the opposite side of me. So that's good. Okay, now we don't really need this maneuver node anymore. It's not really helping that much. What we do care about is our periapsis and our apoapsis, which we can't click on because the game hates us. Okay, 27 by 40. Bring this up so we can actually... 27 by 29. If we aim down a little bit... 27... Yeah, they're a kilometer apart. I think that's perfectly fine. Now, here's the problem. Oh, we need to be above 30. So let's burn prograde. Yeah, we're going to get ourselves right at 30, I think. We're going to burn prograde, which of course is retrograde. We're going to get our apoapsis above 30. There we go. Now we're going to go out to our apoapsis. And we're going to aim this thing this way. Just to get something to aim away from. And as soon as that thing flips around, we know we're good. There we go. And let's see. The next thing to happen is this guy, so let's go ahead and jump to him and restore his maneuver node. Lots of stuff happening this episode. I hope you're enjoying it. Okay, it is dark. We don't really care about that. We are 6 minutes away from the maneuver node that is going to get us in a collision course. The sun is going to rise before we get there, which is nice. Okay, so let's go ahead. Yeah, I don't think Moho rotates all that quickly. I think it may even... Actually, is that... Oh, look at that. Sorry. I can't resist a good screenshot. Yeah, 150 is going to be... Shouldn't be that big of a burn. I'm going to hit a 5 just in case it is, and then we are going to go down to about 30 seconds. We'll do a test burn here. 25 looks good to me. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to do it. We are off center. How are we off center? And I just realized I didn't bring down my science probes. What is making us off center? I know we have a bunch of stuff at the bottom here. I guess it's just the way it's going to be here. Just going to make this fun. Looks like we can do about that much. Maybe a little bit less. Maybe a lot less. If we rotate around, it will push us back the other way. It seems to want to push us to the right. Honestly, it seems to want to push us north. No, it wants to push us down. Horribly executed maneuver node here. I honestly don't know what... I'm just hoping that that doesn't happen. Terribly inefficient. Don't try this at home, kids. I didn't realize that my ship was so off-center. Okay, I'm gonna do the physics trick, sorry. We're 2 minutes past the node, which is the crazy thing. This is gonna be really fun to land. Okay, we are coming in over. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. I think we need to do some replanning here. What could possibly be weighing so much? Because I guess these things are probably, but I can't really do anything except for take them off and throw them away. And I can't do that because they're important. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna thrust limit all three of these guys to 66%. Okay. Actually, in theory, you know what I could do? I could possibly compensate this thing on the fly. It's heavier on this side. So if I make these guys... Oh, this is a bad idea. Yeah, it's heavier on this side. So this guy has to be lighter. Let's actually try this. Let's make him 90%. 95%. 93%. And then these guys back up to 100. And then let's aim ourselves retrograde. If this works, I am going to be shocked and amazed. But this is the whole purpose of thrust limiting, is to fix problems like this. Okay, so... Okay, it is still going that way, so these guys... No, they're pushing too much now. Is seriously 94.5 is it? Yeah, it jumps from 100 to... Okay, so we're going to set him to be 91.5 and these guys to be 93. Okay, now they are still too much. Okay. So even with him up, so we're going to make him 100 and see what that does for us. Okay, now he's too much. Yeah, we're still off-center, but now we're off-center in a different way. Okay, we can't really... I'm just going to have to keep it at about 50% or so. Which is fun. Yay. Okay, we are going to... That's going to take a 3-minute burn, which is frickin' crazy. Because it's actually going to be closer to a 5 or 6 minute burn. And it's in 4 minutes. So... I'm going to hit F5, and I'm going to start burning. At 66%. At 50%. Okay, which way is it making us go? It's making us go... I'm trying to figure out which way it's pushing us, so I know which engine to thrust limit which way. Okay, it is pushing us downward. I think it's this guy. So we are going to bring him down to 90%. Now he's not pushing enough. So we're going to bring him up to 92.5%. Now it's pushing downward again. He's already at the maximum, so let's just put him at 100 and see what that does for us. Now he's pushing up. Oh, I wish there was granularity between 94.5. Okay, let's get him 94. And yes, I know that we're going to die when this happens here. Make him 94.5. Now these guys together are too strong for him, so let's make him 100%. Me and my trilateral symmetry. See, now he's too much. So let's just make them all 100% and deal with it. I think what we got to do is just keep rotating the ship. But it's not working. That's the crazy part. Rotating the ship should make it go the other way. That's what makes me think there's something up with something that's not my fault. And we are doing horribly. We need to be burning not just retrograde, but up from the planet. We need to be on the line between this dot and this dot. No, we don't. We need to be on the line between this dot and the other one. We should be doing this all from map mode. Oh, this is going to be horrible. Impact time is 1.5 minutes. Come on, get up there. I would hate to have to scrub this mission because we can't land. I mean, I hate to say it, but we could dump the Kethane base. Yeah. This is horrible. Okay. Oh, we can't dump the Kethane base. There's somebody in it. Yeah, so we have to be going at least this fast to get our thrust-to-weight ratio high enough. And that means our ship is completely uncontrollable. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay. And I just quick-saved. Oh my god, I just killed everybody on this ship. Sorry.